Hello everyone. Can everyone hear me well today? I'm excited to go through another DeFi render live stream with you guys. The special thing about the live stream today is that I've never created an interior render in DeFi before. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm planning to follow the same process that I follow with Enscape as well, right? So I think it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be very different. And if anyone is a DeFi user right now, I want to see. Hi, Andres. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining in. So, if any of you guys do use DeFi on a regular basis, I'm expecting a lot of guidance because I'm being fully transparent here. I think there's a lot that I need to learn with the software in order to use it correctly. So, right now, Hey, Tim. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. All right. I mean, the cool thing about using DeFi render is that you get to follow that process of how I learned to use software, and it's basically just documenting the whole journey once I actually do more tutorials about DeFi in the future. So what we have here is an office, right? So it's already modeled. I imported it from SketchUp. We have a few models here, the table, and all of that. Hello, I'm really interested in if it's better than Enscape. I'm really interested in that as well. So I'm gonna test it out really a lot in the next few weeks. All right. As always, with me, you guys know that I always set up the camera first, right? So I'm gonna edit the camera. I want to first get an angle from something like this, right? And what I will do is I'll keep the size 1080 by 1350, okay? And I will keep the perspective in 2-point perspective. And then what I will also do is I will lower the field of view to something like 50 degrees. And let me try and go a bit more backwards, though I'm not sure if it's gonna work totally fine. I think it should, right? I think something like this would work. And now I can just click this to update if I'm not mistaken. I will turn off auto exposure as well. So I'm going to turn off auto update once again. And okay, so once I have this, I think next step for me is I am going to try to add some lighting in the exterior. And the type of lighting that I'm going to try and add is probably rectangular lighting. So in order to do that, if I'm not mistaken, I need to go to add lights. Let's try rectangular lighting. And well, how do I actually do this? So if I go over here, right? Okay, and I'll move it upwards and then I can rotate it. So this is pretty similar to using Enscape. Okay, and then I can increase the I can actually increase the dimensions of this. Yeah, so the size, I'm going to link it because I want it rectangular. I'm going to make it a lot bigger. And now maybe what I can do is I can go back to the angle of composition that we had here, and let me try and increase the intensity. Let me go to lumens as okay. Let me go back here. Interesting. What about if I go to effects? Okay, exposure is there. Let me go back to the lighting, rectangular light, and what are these other options? Attention radius. I think this is how wide. Okay. So I think I want to keep this as wide as possible because I believe this will make the shadows be a bit softer, right? Attention intensity. Let me see how this barn door length. Not sure exactly what this does. Let me see if there's any visible in reflection. No, we don't want it visible in reflection. What? Let me make it a bit warmer, maybe, right? So maybe something like this, and then default layer. Okay, now what if I increase the exposure a bit? So what if I keep the exposure to something like this, right? Let me take auto exposure off. So what if I keep it something like this, right? I think the lighting is closely coming to how it should be. If, like in my opinion, let's see. One second. I'm just trying to figure something out here. Okay, perfect. I think I'm gonna leave the light like this for now. Let me try and rotate and see and look around the model. I think the light is fine. Now what I'm gonna try to do is let me try and fix up some of the materials here. So I'm gonna use the eyedropper tool. I'm gonna select this. I think we definitely need I think we definitely need some more exposure here. I think something like this would be much better. Let me do update. Okay. All right. Now let me go use the eyedropper tool. I'm gonna select this, and I will definitely decrease the roughness a bit. I will increase the normal map, and if there is a custom, no, I think all of these should be fine. And then let me select the flooring. So I'll increase the normal map, and I will decrease the roughness on this as well. I think this should look better. However, this part here in the back, right? This one is definitely this one definitely needs to have some more depth. So I'm going to use a displacement map here. It should have a lot more displacement. I'm going to lower the roughness, and height, I'm going to increase the height as well, right? I think maybe increasing the roughness should help a bit. Is there any other type of map that I can use here? Is there like a displacement map, bump map? Okay. Well, what if I make this rounded corners? This should definitely help to make it a bit more realistic. Maybe this as well. And we definitely need these to be metallic, right? So I'm gonna go over here. Let me go to subsurface, floorboard. There should be a metallic one, but I'm just gonna leave it custom, and I'm gonna go one metallic, right? This should be metallic. And let's reduce the roughness. Maybe the base color should be a bit brighter. Maybe we'll leave it something like this, so it is kind of grayish. And then this one, yeah, this one should definitely be metallic as well. I think this is meant to be bronze or something, right? Specular, I'm gonna leave it like that. Base color map, yeah, I think let's just leave it like this for now. All right, let's select this. Let's increase the normal map. This should be plastic. I mean, the roughness on this seems to be fine, right? I'm trying to select the chair here, right? Okay. All right, let me click out of this. So, few things that I would say from the get-go is I definitely want to lower, I mean, shadows, I want them a bit lowered. And this should be glass, if I'm not mistaken. So if I select this, I should be able to go to, is there an already made template for glass? Multimedia foliage, make plans, displacement car, water, transparent. Okay, yeah, so it's this one. Base color, keep it a bit more like this. And refraction, no, you don't need too much refraction. Transparency, yes, maximum, something like this. I think this is much better. And then these ones, these are all metallic. So let's do metallic one, roughness, lower it down a bit. Base color map, I mean, this definitely should be just all white. I think something like this works much better. All right, what else do we need here? I think, let me click away from this. I think what could definitely help is if we, let me try and go a bit backwards. I think that's too much. 1 second. What were the movements to go a bit slower? Oh, I think I can reduce the speed here. Maybe I go a bit on this side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the camera to something like this, and I will click update. Wait, I don't think, hello, please upload a video for this tutorial later. Let me see. Honestly, I don't think the image is looking like my first D5 render. Like, I'm gonna be my first D5 interior render. Yeah, it's fast. Tim is saying, wow, fast. Yeah, it is very fast. Okay, so trust me, like, this is my first D5 render. It's not like it's perfect yet, but it is good for the amount of time that I put in it. Excuse me. Okay, do I make the actual roughness a bit lower in this? I don't know. I'll just keep it like this. All right, and then what else should I fix? So I think there's some stuff that I can fix here in the effects, but before I do that, I want to go ahead and add a strip light. And I'm excited to see how strip lighting works in D5. So I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna rotate it vertically. I'm gonna move it upwards. Let me go on this side as well. All right, so let me increase the size vertically, and let me go back to the camera view that we had, and let me see what happens if I make the temperature a lot warmer and I increase the actual intensity. Right, maybe this is too much. Maybe I decrease, well, the radius. That is not enough. Okay, maybe I decrease the intensity a bit, and maybe I make this a bit less warm, so something like this. I think maybe warmer, maybe decrease this a bit. I think this doesn't look that bad, to be honest, right? What do you guys think? Maybe it needs to be a bit warmer. Let me try to make it warmer once again. Property, let's do something like this. Let me click away. Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad, right? Don't worry, this is fun. Is D5 free? I think it has a free version, but like there's some stuff that you have to unlock while paying it. Yeah, like that unlocks only if you paid. I think one other thing that I have to do here is I definitely feel like this floor, I think it needs to have maybe lower roughness or something, or maybe have, let me make it a display. Let me add a display, maybe add more height to it. I'm not too sure. Let me just leave it like this for now, maybe. And yeah, I think the strip light, maybe it has a bit too much intensity, more than it needs. All right, what else do we need here? What else would we need here? I'm trying to see. Let me try and fix this wood. Maybe make this one a bit more reflective as well, right? Is it better? Let me increase this over here. All right. And then other than that, honestly, I think it looks all right. What else can I do? Highlight, exposure, local exposure. I don't think we need that. Shadow, local. No, I think it should be fine. Contrast, more, less. Yeah, I'll just leave it at this. White balance, tint, lens flare, chromatic aberration, saturation looks fine. Maybe just a little bit of vignette. Okay, something like this. Depth. All right. I think this will be the first view. Maybe, yeah, I think this will be the first view. And then what I can do as well is let me try and increase. Yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe I increase this whatever radius this is, and then let me try and add a new scene as well. So let's add a new scene. Let me go over here. Let's add a new one. Add new scene. Go edit. Same thing for this. So 1350 by, well, can I just duplicate this one? Delete. Can I duplicate this? No, I think I just can copy parameters. So if I double copy parameter, paste parameter, right? This should duplicate it. No, I don't think it did. Anyway, let me edit this. So 2-point perspective, 1080 by 1350. And then probably, is there any way I can add like a section plane here? Is there any way I can add a section plane? So you get material picker, focus multiple. Okay. What is it? Add lights, path tool, tools, brush scatter, particles. We do not need particles. Display, smooth, wireframe, clay mode dynamic, grid, cameras, paths. Is it easy to add people? Yeah, super easy. I can show you later on. Let me just, I think if you go to assets and then if I go to model, and yeah, I mean, we can just select a person here and just click it and it's done, right? So that's basically it. Let me check how I think I should be able to add a section plane. Wait, let me search this up real quick. D5 render section plane. Section tool, whatever it's called. let me see. Camera. There is a section plane? No, wait. I think there's a newer version that has it. Or does it? Wait, let me check. Let's go here, preference, shortcuts, tool, switch, rotate, brush. That's the widget. Is it widget? VR beta, section plane. Okay, I think it's this one, right? So if I add a section plane over section plane on this side, right? And let me try and move it. Oh, I see. Okay, this is great. All right, I love this. I love the fact that you can do this within the software. Okay. All right. Let me get the actual view right. So maybe 1 second. Yeah, something like this can work. And then I just do update here. Okay. Wow. All right. I think this is very cool. If I go to edit camera exposure, let me maybe keep it around this. And yeah, I think there's too much light coming in from the section plane now, but maybe is there an option where I can, I'm not sure if the light is even coming there. Visible on all layers, section action, fill affected by light. Oh, no. So this, okay, we need to keep this that way. All right. So what we need to do here, from what I see, is if I go to effect, and I keep the exposure to something like this, what could help is if I add some lights over here, right? So I can definitely, let me check for a second. Yeah, I can definitely try adding some, D5 has said you have to enable it, would then show at the center. Oh, yeah, thank you, Joe. I just saw your comment here. Awesome, thank you. So if I go to spotlight, I can just press here and point it downwards, make it a lot warmer as well, and lower the intensity a bit, right? And I can, can I copy this from over here to over here? Cool. All right, so it already looks much better in my opinion. Perfect. What else can we do here? I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. So maybe this should be like a more normal temperature, and maybe we should lower the intensity on both of these. So 12, lower this on the other end, something like this. Radius, I think it's fine. I think it's all right. What maybe would help, maybe let's move these a bit lower. All right, maybe we keep it something like this. And I think I want to darken down the tone of this wood because it just looks way too bright, right? In my opinion. Okay. I think the AI enhancer will also help with this later on. Perfect. I'll just leave it like this for now. And we will see the final results later. And then one final view that I would like to do would be, let me add a final one. Let me go over here. Let me turn off the section plane. So once I go inside, let me go over here. Let's edit the camera. Let me, yeah, I edit the camera and then I go over on this side, right? Yeah, I go over on this side. I turn off the section plane. I increase the field of view. Something like this. This is kind of what I'm thinking would look good. Okay. Let's keep it like this. Let's keep it like this for now. I think I'm gonna update this. I'm going to add some line lights over here. Perfect. Increase the intensity. I think it needs more intensity here. Let me select this, shift downwards, and then shift downwards once again. What I think would be good for these ones is there any way we can select the radius and decrease on all of them? Or maybe the intensity of them? Intensity 60, 60, 60, 60. All right. And then maybe I decrease the material. Okay, it's custom map. Let's lower the roughness a bit. These are fine. Hello Melos. Hi, hello Otaku. Why are we not using clipping plane? Do we want environment light to get in? Which environment light, Pankaj? Which environment light are you talking about as of now? And I use all these. Group the lights together, Control G. Done. Nice, thank you. Thank you, JLo. Holy crap, this is great. Yeah, I know, Tim. Thank you. This is the reason why I'm learning it with you guys, because stuff like this makes life a lot easier. Let me make it so it doesn't show on reflections. Cool, good. And then is there any way I can increase the displacement on these, right, on the actual flooring? Because I think that will help it look much better. Let me select the rectangular light. Let me move it a bit upwards, and maybe I can, well, rectangular light, let me move it over on this side. Something like this. Okay. Cool. You know what, guys? You're missing a line on the bottom shelf. I agree. Wait, let me just select this and something like that, right? Can I just copy one of these downwards, or what's the deal with this? Or can I just, or do I just have to copy all of them? Let me select this, or is it with the shift key? Yes, it's with the shift key. All right. What do you guys think? I joined late in the scene 2. We use section plane. Why don't we use near clipping plane? Oh, really? How can I use a near clipping plane? I'm not sure. Pankaj, which is faster in render? D5 landscape, Enscape. For speed, I don't even like. There's no point in discussion for that. Quality, we can discuss that. Speed, I'm not gonna bother with that because I know that for sure, 100% for sure. All right. You do not have to copy the group. Double click to select just one light inside the group. Okay, awesome. You will see the lights and the group on the lower left. Yes, yes, I got it. But what about the near clipping plane? What is the near clipping plane? So if I'm here and I turn off the section plane, how do I use a near clipping plane? Is that something I have to do on the camera? Edit, custom. Is that something oh, camera clipping plane. Is this what you're talking about, right? I think this is what you're talking about. Okay. Wow, awesome. Awesome. Shadows. I think I need to increase the shadows in this, or decrease the highlights or something. I don't know. I think I'm gonna, okay. All right, let me go and render these scenes out. But one thing that I will say though is, yeah, I think I'm gonna use all of these in AI, and I think AI is gonna make them even better. So I'm gonna render this out, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm quite impressed by how fast you're able to do this workflow in D5. Like, I might double down on this software and do a lot more work in it. Okay, so I render. Is there any way to do batch rendering here? Can I do batch rendering in D5, guys? Can you let me know in the chat? Is there a batch rendering option? Is it this one? Render queue. Auto close, finished, all, location, no project, all, finished. Do I add these to the render queue? Add scene, transition, apply to all, clear our scenes. How do I do this? Yes. You do not want line behind the section cut? Yes, I agree. Yep, yes. How do I wait? So how do I do the actual render queue, right? Project, all types, image, no. Pending, location, no. Scene, copy parameter, no. You have to add in queue. How do I add it? How would I add in queue? Or is it? Oh, it's over here. All right. Original quality. Okay, I see. Add to queue. Save the pro. Oh my god, I haven't saved the project the whole live stream. Imagine if I totally lost it. Can you guys believe that this is my first ever interior render in D5? Like, it's not crazy hyper realistic quality, but I think I just got the award for the best first render ever created with D5. Right? I think so. Go to burger menu, top left, then file, then render, then on bottom left you can add to queue. Okay. Saving project. I think I understand what you mean. So I just have to add all of these to queue. And then yeah. Let's see. JLo says can tell. I know you can tell, but I mean give me props for the I probably am the best first render someone created with D5. Give me that award already. Anyway, let's see. Why does a project take so long to save? I know for sure that render times are a lot longer in D5 than what they are on in Enscape. Okay, so the render is saved, add to queue. We can just add to queue, right? Add to queue, and add to queue. No, okay, good. No clip and plane here. We do not want a clip and plane. Add to queue. Let's go. Documents. Yes, the materials. Yeah, I saw that it already has them. All render. Yeah, I saw that D5 already has a lot of materials that are ready to use in the material library. And yeah, I'm excited to explore a lot more of D5. I think the interiors look very good, honestly. The workflow looks so far, at least for me, the interior workflow has been quite good so far. Wait, are they finished? No? How can I check the progress? Oh, it's over here. All right. Yeah. Hello, D5 is better than V-Ray. V-Ray probably is. Now, range time is very less. It took 4K rendering in 50 seconds for me. I think, but is it faster than Enscape? I don't know. Because you're probably using a higher end. I'm still having trouble with Enscape. Or any similar issues with D5? No, not really. I haven't seen any bugs with D5 so far. Like things that like workflows that do not seem very good. Yes, like for me, I don't know for you guys, but with the whole scattering tool with the scattering tool with D5, I do not like it. It's good that there is a scattering tool in the first place, but I think it could be a lot more usable. Like it can be better for sure. Okay, one finished, and then okay, only one finished, right? These two are still finishing. All right, so while that one finishes, I'm gonna use AI to see how good this will turn out. Scale, let me see where I saved. Perfect. All right, so Live Sync is not as good as Enscape, but the results for it. Do you consider D5 is ready to surpass Enscape in terms of work and quality? I don't think in terms of work and quality, what they have surpassed with is the speed of development. They're developing faster than Enscape, and Enscape has been stagnating for the past few months. That is one thing that I believe they surpassed Escape with. Let's enhance this. I'm going to see how these renders will look like with AI, right? Let's see. I think in 2 or 3 months, I'm going to be a D5 render pro. Fully honest with you. I think so. And then I'm going to be putting out some free tutorials for you guys on YouTube, which should be pretty amazing. Do you consider D5 has, oh yeah, I already read that. Is D5 better than V-Ray? In terms of quality, no, but yeah, I think overall I would always prefer to use D5 over, okay, let's see. So this is before, right? This is before AI. Hello, is there any difference here? Did I not press enhance yet, or was it still uploading? Let me wait just a few, okay, now, let's see. Wow, it looks so much better. I think these are too harsh, the division view, but honestly looks so much better. I'm not even surprised with AI as much anymore. Like, I already know that it's just so good. I'm gonna save this. This is very good for a render, honestly. But like, how much does create AI cost per image? $0. I'm not paying anything for it yet. I think there's a limit to how many images you can upload or something like that. But you can see I've uploaded all of these images over here. Let me see. Let me upload all the other images. Like, yeah, I was saying, if you really want to make images as good as possible with Photoshop, I mean with AI, I think the best thing you can do is, let me take this thumbnail off. Like, I'm just gonna do this one example, and then you guys can do with the rest, right? So I'm on Photoshop here, right? So this is the initial image from AI, and what I would do is, let me just take this off. I would just add the original from D5 or whatever software that you're using. I would go ahead and just upload it. Let me just find it. So yeah, I would just upload it under it. And well, actually what I would do, let me start from the beginning. I would first just upload the actual raw image from D5, and then on top of it I would upload the AI image, right? And then what you can do is you can either just lower the opacity of this one so you can tell less that it was done with AI. So this looks a lot more natural than just keeping the actual opacity at 100. Or you can keep the opacity there, and then you can just add, I don't know, like, maybe you can just add this light in, right? This already makes it look so much better, as you can see. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna add here, D5 render 1. Well, let me go to the actual folder. While I do this, let me upload the other renders here. Live stream, D5 render, that one. Okay, let me just upload this, and then yeah, we'll just save these at live stream D5 render. Okay, you can see that love from Bangladeshi. Nice to have you here from Bangladesh, man. Nice to have you here. All right, let's see if we can do the same thing for these other two images. Let me enhance this. Let me upload another one as well. So it's that one, and this one. So this one is enhancing. Let's wait a few minutes. But look at the first image, right? I think they look pretty good. Let me just get all of them ready, and we're gonna take a final look at them once the live stream is over. Okay. It came out looking pretty good, right? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this render? This is my first ever render created with D5. Interior render. Not my first ever with D5, but my first interior render created with D5. What do you guys think? Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. You wouldn't have guessed it that is the first interior one, right? I don't know. Okay, so this one is done as well. Let me click enhance on this as well while this one shows. Do we have, okay, so we have the difference for this one as well. See it, this one, yeah, I think is just too harsh in the back there, but we can use the same thing on like the Photoshop tool on Photoshop, and it will probably make it a lot better. Let me just do the same thing over here. Let me upload it. Let's take these two off completely, delete, and yeah, I'll just add the AI one on top, and I'll just go ahead and lighten it. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead, export. I'm gonna export it in my file here. The final one, D5 live stream. We're gonna take a look at all of them in just a second. That's class. Hey Pankaj, nice to have you here. Thank you. You were already watching it. Yeah, that's classy. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far. Are we done with this one? Okay, this one is done as well. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this one really helped with the wood material. Like it's really making the materials much better, especially except the one in the back. It made it look like, I don't know. It made it look a bit weird, but I'm just gonna apply it to the Photoshop as well. I mean, maybe when we actually, yeah, maybe when we add the mix between them, it will look better. I think something like this looks all right. Okay, then this is the enhanced one. Let me go do lighten. Let me, yeah, I think the back there, it doesn't look good, but whatever. 2 out of 3 renders, I'd say. Okay. All right. So these are the renders for today, guys. Let me know what you think. This is the first one. This is the first one we created. This is the mix with D5 and AI. Then we have this other one. At the back there, it doesn't look good, but I mean, yeah, even the lighting, this one is my least favorite one. It needs some color correction as well. Let me just do some auto enhance. This one is my least favorite one, but then, yeah, this one doesn't look too bad either. Like, the back could definitely be better at all of them. It was supposed to be stone, but if it wasn't for that, AI did a pretty good job, honestly, to enhance them. What do you guys think? Here's out the part you don't like in Photoshop. Yeah, for sure. I'd definitely do that if I was trying to make it perfect, but I'm just trying to get a good render for the limited amount of time that we have in the live stream. So yeah, these are with AI, and let me show you the ones without AI, which were straight from D5. Is this one, it's this one, and this one, which I also think came out pretty good, considering this is my first, once again, first interior render with D5. All right, well, let me check. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining in today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me in today on this D5 live stream. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate some of your tips for all of you D5 users. Thank you very much once again. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll be happy to see you on the next one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna upload this as a tutorial on YouTube as well.